Well, there is a gender imbalance in the world, but this imbalance is probably more prevalent in the sciences. More than ever before, however, females are daring to close the gap by venturing into the engineering field. This next report has more.
These ladies are more like a rare species. They're in the top 12% of female engineers at Andela, in the top 7% of women engineers in Nigeria, and in the top 12% globally. They are defying societal norms and clearing doubts about their abilities by pursuing careers in the male-dominated field of engineering.
I also remember one of my friends, then friends, telling me that he would actually die the day he sees me write code for an actual company. Yeah, so this is what that did for me. I was angry initially, but then I turned that anger into motivation, and I wanted to prove him wrong. And I've been doing that all these years.
A major factor fueling this phenomenon is a societal stereotype that some careers are just not cut out for women.
When I finished school, everyone was quick to suggest, okay, why don't you take a catering course or go to a tailoring school? And not that those are bad choices, but whenever I think about those things these days, I think to myself, what about, other career choices, other career paths like DevOps, what I do, like machine learning, cloud architecture. These are all valid paths that a lady can take, but society has placed a limitation or a stereotype that, there are these feminine career paths that a lady should pursue.
Gender imbalance in engineering also has its roots in the low enrollment of women in science, technology, engineering and mathematics subjects, also known as STEM. President of the Association of Professional Women Engineers of Nigeria, APWEN, says more females would blaze trails in science if they are introduced to STEM from the primary education level.
We've identified the gap that not so many of the female read engineering to start with. And to encourage the women to read engineering, we have to first of all encourage them to do what? To read STEM, to read STEM subjects, that is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. If you don't get them to read STEM, to be interested in STEM subjects in lower classes, you can never produce engineers in future.
If the gender gap is to close soon, the onus is also on tech firms to hire and nurture more female engineers, like what Andela is doing with its all-female cycle.
This program is pretty much one that allows a cycle for just female, us actually calling out, this call application actually goes out and then says, oh, we're hiring just female for this particular cycle, as the case is.
A 2018 World Economic Forum report says it will take 108 years to achieve gender parity. But with steps like marketing STEM to girls and changing societal mindsets that girls can be anything they want to be, it will only be a matter of time before women close the gap. Annetta Felix, TV360, Nigeria.